Do you ask yourself daily or periodically, where did my time go? On this week's podcast, I am addressing a big time subject: what to do with your time. Stay tuned and tell your friends now to join us. I am Ronnie Floyd, and welcome to the Four Leaders Podcast.
Ronnie Floyd is a leader of leaders with a vision to change the world. The Four Leaders Podcast with Ronnie Floyd is committed to investing, inspiring, and influencing your life and leadership today. With a legacy of investing in thousands and thousands of leaders throughout the years who've led in multiple arenas of leadership. Now is the time, and today is the day for Ronnie Floyd to invest, inspire, and influence you in a serious and responsible way. So spread the news and share the Four Leaders Podcast with others around the world. Now, here's your host, Ronnie Floyd.
I am so excited to share with you this exciting podcast this week. I am telling you, share it with your friends and family members. This is a highly needed podcast episode subject. All of us need it, including me. Yes, this week I'm talking to you about what to do with your time. In last week's podcast, I talked about when your life is full and your schedule is packed. In that podcast, I gave you 5 actions to take when your life is full and your schedule is packed. Did you work through them? If you did, you may now find yourself with a little more free time or margin. Perhaps you've wondered, what do I do now with my time that I've regained because I've worked through those things? I hope this is where you are, but in reality, I know some did and others have not been able to go through that brief process yet, but I really hope you will. But let me be completely clear with you. It all comes down to what I'm going to talk to you about today. Again, what to do with your time. Everyone I know needs more time. Everyone wants more time. You may have even asked yourself, where does my time go? I tell parents with children still at home, most especially if they are younger children, I tell them this: the days are long, but the time is fast. Your time as a parent will have some long days, hard days, challenging days, but seize the moment, because I can assure you, in a blink or 2 blinks, your children are gone. Just recently, I told a group of pastors, which most were in their 20s and 30s, there are times and seasons in ministry where the days are long, but the time is fast. A pastor will face some long days, long meetings, challenging days, but seize the moment, because you will blink once, you will blink twice, you will blink 3 times, you will blink 4 times, and you will say, what happened to my time? Where did my time go? I'm now in my 60s. It does not matter what your vocation may be or where you work in the workplace, the same thing will happen to you. So what to do with your time each day is very important. It will determine so much about your life, and I believe even your success. A wake-up call for each of us comes anytime we read these words from the Bible found in James chapter 4, verse 14. Yet you do not know what your life will be like tomorrow, for you are just a vapor that appears for a little while and then vanishes away. So life has a beginning and life has an ending. And what is important is what happens between those 2 moments. In other words, what to do with your time. You know your date of birth, but you do not know your date for your death. So what you do with your time is significant. We are encouraged greatly in this area when the Bible says these words in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15, making the most of your time because the days are evil. This means that we need to seize all opportunities that time affords to us. What to do with your time, whether it is extra time you have or the time you have in your life, even when your life is full and your days are packed. I'm telling you, please lean in with me for a moment today because I want to talk to you about what to do with your time. This is major. This is significant. And it involves a series of significant decisions in your life that you make each day in your life. There are 5 significant things to do with your time. I want you to imagine with me that whatever time your alarm goes off each day, I want to challenge you to experience 5 significant things to do with your time. Now, while some of you may do these things daily, please at least do these weekly, or at least as many days as possible each week. 5 significant things to do with your time. The first thing you can do with your time, spend some time with God. That's right. Spend some time with God. What do I do with God? You talk to God. We call that prayer. It's talking to God, just like I'm talking to you today. And if we were in a conversation, you would talk back in a good way. That's what God does to us. And He speaks to us when we read the Bible. So read the Bible. That's right. Every day, read the Bible. Even if it's a chapter, that's more than you may be doing now. Just read the Bible. And you're going to find out when you read the Bible, God's going to talk to you. No, He's not going to come audibly unless He desires, but I've never had that experience, and maybe others have, but He speaks through His Word. He doesn't have to come to me audibly. He speaks to me through the Bible. And then I want to challenge you to meditate on these things. Meditation on these things involves what I like to call listening to God. What is He saying to you? That's why the quiet moments are some of your most important moments. Moments you don't talk, moments where you listen. Moments where you're uninterrupted. Moments when you're tuned in to God. And then whatever God says to you, obey. Whatever you think God wants you to do, you do it. Whatever He puts in your heart, you go and do that. So spend some time with God. The second thing, spend some time with your family. Spend some time with your family. Oh, I realize you live in the same home as your kids and your spouse, but listen, spend some time with them. Listen to them. Listen to each other. It's important to listen as much as we talk. But talk to them. That's right, talk to them. Have a conversation with the people who live in your house. You know, you shouldn't be sitting in the same house unless it's a big honking house and texting each other. Just talk to each other and catch up on matters that affects all of the family. Just listening to each other, because there are times the whole family is affected by these things, and we need to talk through them and about them with one another. And then plan to make sure all of the family details are being done. This is so important. Sometimes we expect our spouse to do all of those. But in reality, both husband and wife need to do those together. If you're a single mom or a single dad, you have to figure that out. If you're still single in your life, then obviously it's different, but you need to think through what you really want to do in your life and how you want to spend your time. So spend some time with your family. The third thing I would encourage you to do is spend some time developing yourself to be a better leader. What do you mean? Listen, spend some time developing yourself to be a leader. In other words, take time to read a few articles. I know what it's like to scroll on social media and you'll see a link to this and you'll see a link to that, and you might click on it and you may read 50 words and depart. But there are times that an article might really need to get your focus. And take time to read that article, because if you'll read a few articles periodically, it will pour into your life. And that's one of the great things about the tech world today. We don't have to always read a long book. We can just take a snapshot of a thought, and it might be enhanced to 400 words or 500 words of article, and we can all do that in a matter of just a few moments. And then, when the time allows, take the time to read a book. To read a book beside the Bible, maybe something that will help you develop and help you to be better at what you're doing. Here's what I do a lot. I listen to a podcast. That's important. I listen to a lot of different podcasts. Some that replenish me, some teach me, some encourage me, some motivate me. But I listen to various podcasts. Some of you would like to watch documentary of interest or need. I've watched a few. I'm not driven by it like some are, but that can be quite interesting, but it can also be compelling to keep you sharper as a leader. Everyone has to do what matches who they are and what they believe will help them. And then I think this is very, very important. Meet with someone who is a better leader than you, or maybe a more experienced leader than you, or someone who you can ask questions to about your life, about your job, your career, the future. All of these things will help you in your job, in your workplace, in your career, and your future. I'm telling you, you spend time developing yourself. That doesn't always take a lot of time. Because here's the issue. If you're here, you just want to be a little further along, even if it's 1 inch at a time or 1 yard at a time. Number 4, spend some time investing in others. Spend some time investing in others. Take someone to breakfast or to lunch that you can encourage or you can mentor. Sometimes the mere thought of a friend can go a long, long way. Also, send some people an encouraging text. Or if you remember how to do it, or if you've never done it, you ought to try it every now and then. Blow their minds by writing them a real note that they receive in the mail, which is very rare in today's world. But they'll never forget it. And use the phone to call to check on some friends. Not simply text with them. But listen, we're people. We need to relate to one another. We need to hear each other's voices. We need to see each other's faces at times. And we need people. Every one of us, we need people. We need relationships. We need to invest in others, and we need some to invest in us. Most of you are where you are because someone invested in you. Some of you are where you are because somebody took an interest in you when, you didn't deserve it, maybe. Maybe just God uniquely and providentially put you together, and all of a sudden somebody's investing in you and helping you, and that person might have been pivotal to helping you be where you are today. Don't forget that. Always learn how to say thank you for the people that invest in your life. And number 5, spend some time exercising your body. Yes, I'm pretty big on this, and you've heard me mention this from time to time. But I'm telling you, you need to take care of your body. I'm not going to tell you how, but you got to figure it out. It's different for everyone. Some of you would do well if you just take a walk. That's right, just take a walk. A walk around the block, that's better than nothing. A walk around the campus that you're at, whether you're at a church or whether you're at the campus of a corporate headquarters, get outside and take a walk, even if it's for 5 minutes. It'll refresh you, it'll help you. Or go on a run. You say, I don't run, then walk. Well, I used to run. Well, try to run again. Do something. Ride a bike. Get outside and just walk around. Enjoy life. I'm telling you, the sunshine can literally replenish you. Don't run from it. Some can lift weights. Listen, doesn't matter how old you are. It's been proven now physically that people in their late years can add great value to their future life if they will lift weights, even in their older years. And try to watch your diet. That's not easy for any of us, but watch your diet every now and then. And do something to improve your health. Your health, whatever level it is, just start where you are. I mean, let's get real today. Your health is a gift from God, and you need to cherish it. You need to nourish it. In one moment, it can change. You need to increase your health. You need to improve yourself in this area because it will change your perspective and the way you feel about what you do and even feel about yourself. Now, all of these things and more are critical to your life and your future. In other words, what you do with your time matters. It will determine so many things about each day, but also it may determine your future, including your long-term future. You know, my time is limited. Your time is limited. Let God teach you what to do with your time. It's a school we all need to go to. And it's a school we need to go to again and again and again. So steward your life and your time well. The people who do, guess what happens? They live more productive and healthy lives. You see, each decision you make about your time or a series of decisions you make in your life within a segment of your time will determine your long-term future in life. So what to do with your time? It's a big-time issue for you, for me, and for everyone you know. And this is why I want to encourage you to share this podcast episode with others. Please take the time to rate it for us and tell your friends about our weekly podcast. Have a great week.
Thanks for tuning in. For more information on Ronnie Floyd, go to 4leaders.com. We'll see you next time.